The Diversities Research project has been going on for the last 4 years. It's an EU FP7 funded project, including 14 partners, looking at 14 different cities in Europe and one in North America. And we've been exploring and trying to understand what diversity policies are about in different cities, how people live with diversity in those 14 cities, and what diversity has come to mean for policymakers and communities in those 14 cities.
We are here because this is the final meeting of our Diversities project. So we are here to share our findings of the projects, but also to hear from others. So we're here to meet people from all over Europe and from different positions like policymakers, representatives of NGOs, to reflect on our results. So it's more of a two-way communication than just us disseminating our findings.
This conference is a meeting of over 200 people, policymakers, practitioners, academics and others who have been researching diversity, practicing diversity and working on diversity policies in cities across the world. So we've got a wonderful mix of people here. We've had a range of presentations about a range of topics, from senior academics to local community activists and students, and it's been a thorough and wonderful conference.
My conclusions of the project. Well, I had a couple of expectations, and I think seeing the sessions during the conference, these expectations are kind of met. First of all, making policy in a diverse community is very complex. And this complexity, I think, is reflected with the contribution of public, national, local government and really small-scale, community-scale government initiatives into this conference. You could see that the communication and the dialogue between different scales of governance is complex. But it's also very promising because if this link is nicely and easily established, the results are concrete for the communities. So the local government or national government makes a budget, you get communities, get finance, and things are done to address the needs of the people living in this neighborhood. I think this is one thing. Second important conclusion, I think, is that the space matters. Without having the necessary space for communities and groups living in the neighborhood to meet each other and have meaningful encounters, it's impossible to talk about diversity policy or diversity politics. And I think if I would think about the third conclusions, it's about the tailor-made policies. I think it's very important that the needs of the community are heard by different local scale initiatives and reflected to policymaking, because then you can really create tailor-made reflections and address the needs at every single scale that is needed.